Hi everyone, welcome to phase 2 of my Ruby and Rail application. So in the last application I show you the overview of the eClinicalPoint, and in this application I will explain how I will configure all my endpoints APIs to access the functionality of my application. um, so first is the gate patient. So gate patient API, first of all I have hosted this application on the Heroku. um, so and all the all the endpoints are being authenticated and authorized by the barrier token. So for the first endpoint is the get patient. So get patients will fetch uh, all the patients in the system. um, so these are all the patient, and this is, by the way, the picture is the base 64 encoded string for the image, so it's an image of the patient. And this is a second patient, Mark and everyone. So it's all the patient this in a part of this application. um, the second one is the show patient. The show patient is when you click on an ID. So this is a particular ID number 3. So when you send a request with this or with the valid token, it will display the patient. So it's ID number 3, it's listed here. So similar, if I have ID number 1, it will show Mark, else display. So same with the, again I have a third get request is a search patient. The search patient is you give the name Mark, and it will find it into the database for you. um, Third is the create patient. So create patient will create the patient into the database. um, so right now I have this 3 patient, um, and if I create a patient, um, so let's say I do demo, I give all the information, email, first name, last name, DOB, and its ID and everything. And if I just send a request, it will return me and one new ID and all the data which has been created. So when you go back to the application and refresh, you see there is demo yugal with this email ID is been created successfully. Then this is the update patient. So let's say for the update patient into the last um, endpoint, the ID is 11. So let's say if I want to change the 11th patient, so I will pass the ID 11 here, and let's say I want to change the phone number, and the, let's say, first name, let's say test 100. And when I send a request, it will update these demo with the test 100, and also the phone number will get changed. So when I, and of course this is again with the valid authorization token. um, so if I send a request, it will say, okay, what patient is been updated with all this information in the response. And when you go back to the application, you will see, when you refresh the screen, you see that there is patient has been updated, the first name and the phone number. The next one is the delete patient. So let's say if you want to delete the patient which is you have created, we created the ID number 11 here. So this ID 11 will get deleted with this postman request, and also it needs the authorization token. It's, and on the successful response it says, okay, delete successful. So when you go back to the browser and refresh the screen, you see the patient will be already been deleted. Also there is get orders. So get orders is the detail page. It listed, so this will fetch all the orders in the systems. So I have this Tylenol, Advil, all the orders for the particular patients. So it is for the patient number one, all the orders is for patient number one, so it fetch all the orders, and it also needs the authorization token. So if you give the other not valid token, let's say if I erase last digit and send a request, it will say HTTP token access denied. But if you paste it, if you have a valid token, it will give you every response. And to generate the API key for the sign up and sign in, you must have the valid token. So first, let's say I have one email ID, john@pal.com, and the password is the same. And when I send it, it will give me this token, so I can save it into my notes, and I can use this token here to fetch the data. So if I, let's say, invalid token, it will not work. For the valid token, it will work. So these are all the kind of authentication, authorization. You can sign up and sign in through the Postman using the basic auth. And for the for the new features of this application, I have added image functionality. So I also added this profile image for the patient, and I can quickly show you I will select the facility, and then I will choose any PNG or any image file, and if I click on save, it will upload this profile image for me. So I use the base 64 encoding and decoding string, and it will give me all this kind of images into the background. So also I have done the email functionality as well, sending emails as well. So let's say, back to the patient, let me delete this patient. So let me create a new patient. Phone number doesn't matter. So let's say I'm enrolled in Hamilton Care, and let me upload the image. So my image will get uploaded, and it says a patient successfully created. And when I go into my emails, so 1 second, and let me refresh. It says, greeting, your emails are successfully enrolled. So I'm saying I configure my email address as a sender, and also my recipient is me as well. So let me quickly show you how I configure all the APIs and the functionality. So I have this API controller where I have this restrict access method where I'm authenticate the token, the user, and after this method I have access to these all these two endpoints, not two endpoints but two files. So this is the patient endpoints where I have get for the patient, show patient, search patient, create, update and delete patient. I have orders as well. For the orders I'm fetching all the orders in the systems. um, I have this API key controller. So API key controller I'm authenticate user with email and password. So this is for the login and sign in and sign up. I have this destroy API keys as well. So I have the other API which I'm not gonna show, but if you want to destroy your API keys, you can just pass the ID and you can destroy it. For the image functionality, I have for the create, whenever I upload the image, I do the base 64 encoding of the image and I uh, save it into the database. So when you save it, you will get this type of encoded string. So this is the base 64 encoded string of the image, and when you retrieve it you have to decode it. So for the decoder part, yeah, for the decoder part I am again using base 64 library to decode the image, and I'm showing into the front end. For the action mailer, for sending email functionality, I am using this action mailer. I have created this patient mailer, and I'm passing this current user who's logged in and all the patient information, and I have these mailers been created. In the patient mailer I'm using this user and patient information, and setting up the subject like greeting you have successfully enrolled. So this is what you am getting into the email. um, and into the views, um, I have this patient mailer, and where I'm just writing up the message, okay, you have successfully enrolled now, thank you for in the behalf of the eClinicalPoint. So which is basically what you get. And to set up this environment, I have this config and all the development and production environment where I have set up everything. So these are all my temporary file where I'm setting up all this information into the production as well. So I guess that's all the best everything for this assignment. So I have covered all these 5 API endpoints: the authentication, authorization, sign up, login and sign up, data collection, detail page, uh, and also have this image upload functionality. I have page, post page and delete one, the web app sending emails as well. And the only thing I haven't done is the device configuration. So yeah, that's the only part I haven't done, but everything else has been done. I also have the seed data. I have I will provide the test accounts as well, and also have the ER diagram and the application flow. So thank you for watching the video.